Maybe check, baby. One, two,
What's poppin',
three,
y'all?
four,
This is BMOC. You're now tuned to BMOC.TV. Tonight we're gonna do the live the Soul Train recap 2016. Thanks to everybody out there who's been rocking with us so far. People even asked us to do the recap. We're gonna do it anyway. So you didn't really have to ask us, but yeah, we're here. We have a lot to discuss tonight. A lot happened. So I want to first introduce everybody first when we get into it. Deshaun, say what's up to the people, man.
What's up, world? How you doing? I am extremely excited because this award show was outstanding, and I'm ready to get into the details so everybody can go out there and take these cliff notes to work and act like you really watched it, even though we did the legwork. But that's okay. That's why we're here. Let's get going. BMOC, baby, the culture.
Right. People are like, we don't watch award shows anymore. Well, you missed a good one if you didn't watch.
Man.
Right.
Cool. We got back the second heavy hitter of the team. Donita, it's been a while. Say what's up to the people, Donita.
Hello, beautiful people. It has been a while. First of all, happy Thanksgiving and happy holiday season. We're kicking our holiday season off with a great award show. Aren't we so lucky? So yeah, I can't wait to talk about this, especially Miss Brandy Norwood when we get to that section. Whoop,
Brandy.
whoop. So I'm excited.
Child.
Take that.
Harlem on the rise.
Harlem on the rise.
You're on the proud with the guy. Tyra that's been hitting it down. She's the new fan favorite. Tyra's coming for the spot.
Yes.
Yeah, Jessica Williams. I don't know which Jessica Williams that is. There's like, I know a million Jessica Williams, but she put Tyra's been kind of bringing it home, man, these episodes. What's up, y'all?
Let me tell you, Tyra's always gonna bring the truth. Y'all don't bring the real. Maybe a little bit of ratchet, maybe a little bit of serious on serious episodes. But I'm so excited to do this episode because I absolutely love R&B. So this is like my episode. I love it.
And
thanks, Walter.
The one thing is good for
show, though.
Yeah, well, one thing is good. Soul Train is good for R&B music. So for those like, oh, R&B is dead, it's dying. Oh my gosh, watch the Soul Train Awards, okay? And last but not least, the fan favorite. Where's Jamie? Where's Jamie coming back? Like, listen, fam. I'm not Jamie's manager, okay? I don't monitor her, all right?
Yeah,
Jamie,
kick me out.
Hey, enough of that. Please don't tell him that. Please don't tell him that. Jamie, say something to the people. Jamie, what's up?
Hi, everybody. I'm back. I'm still trying to catch my breath because during that Teddy Riley tribute, I had to take it back to the 90s real quick on everybody.
Yeah.
Still trying to, work this knee out, but I'm back and I'm ready to talk about it. This was a great, great award show. So let's get into it.
With the hat, though. With the hat.
I was people watching the show, and I remember the first tape I ever remember my mom playing when it was about to go out was Guy. Was that actually? Yes. It was a cassette tape, and that's why I knew the babysitter was coming over. The babysitter was coming over when Guy came on, so that's what I knew it was time for me to go. This is like 88, 89, you know what I mean? Shout out to the real 80s babies out there, man. The real 80s.
You was trying to give her a piece of your love?
And I'm saying, man, babysitter, hey, but she was trying to tire me out dancing, so the babysitter came and I got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? I get the plan now. I'm a little older, so I understand. Okay, so let's get into the show. We had an amazing show tonight. Where do we even begin? There was so much going on. First, shout out to Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu is a great host. Hopefully they're paying her. Because she deserves to be paid. So we start off with the Drew Hill. I'm foolish. That was no shade at all. So shout out to Drew Hill. So Drew Hill opened the show. I want to get y'all thoughts on Drew Hill. They first came out. It was three of them. It wasn't it was Cisco. It was Nokia. And what's homie's name, Jamie? What's the homie's name? He Joy Lady. That's Cola.
Tao. Something like that.
Okay, yeah. General Tao. So now shout out to Tao. So just three of them. I was a little disappointed. So at least I said, dang, if they didn't get all of them, I at least want to see Jazz. You know what I'm saying? He was like the second vocalist of the group. So they doing the song, they jumping and all that. I'm feeling them. And then Jazz comes out.
He had to preserve his ankles. He can't do the hop no more.
After they've been jumping, Jazz just slides in like baggage claim. Shout out to Hitman Hollabaugh. Slides in like baggage claim. It jumps in. So, Deshaunus, what are your thoughts on this rendition of Bill? What's going on?
Well, first I want to comment on what you said about Erykah Badu, man. Sometimes award shows miss the mark by going pure comedy or going pure music, and they had someone who was very entertaining, who was, very musically inclined and was talented. So shout out, like you said, with Erykah Badu. But Dru Hill, man, they have hits. And to me, the first thing that stuck out was Cisco was like trying to make a comeback. He was in shape. His moves were crisp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was precise, and the voice was on point. Like, man, you couldn't tell that he was an older artist. He looked like he was in prime time form.
Yeah, Cisco was saying like he needs another deal. He wants another tour right now.
Right now. He's coming for the crown right now. He can sing anybody under the table, put the money on the table right now. Cisco ready to do it like 106 in Park.
Yeah, no, not we had the cornrows. You too hard. I can sing better than anybody on stage. That's Tyree, that's Usher, that's Art. I'm better than everybody. I'm the dragon. Donita, what do you think of Dru Hill minus jazz and then added jazz on? What's up with that? What's popping?
Okay, so first of all, I was watching this with my mother and my boyfriend, and my mom was like, "Oh, they're gonna be on the cruise I'm going on, and they're gonna be performing, and blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Great, but you're gonna get 3 of them?" Like, I was a little concerned for her at first.
2.5.
And then, like you said, Jazz came on out, and that was great, and he sounds fantastic. He's definitely in his appearance, but
yeah, a little bigger.
A little.
This is why we can't have nice things.
No, they get zoomed in. They just zoomed in. Not that big.
Ain't nobody zoom in the world. Not HD.
But he did sound good. I was impressed. Like, vocally, he still sounds really good. So the show, them opening up, wasn't a bad thing. I was a little taken aback when they did the Cisco thong song or whatever.
Man, he was ready to go.
So that was interesting. He was there, like y'all said, Cisco is ready to like do a dig right now. And already shout outs to the live chat because they're going ham. Mike James said Dru Hill's performance made me realize Cisco was the original Beyonce, always hot in the spotlight.
Oh man,
That's exactly what he did.
Cisco said it was 5 steps, not 4. Jazz taking 2 steps. I don't know what's going on. No kill 8 second. General Tao.
But it was good.
I don't know what he was just doing the ad-libs for Cisco.
He just was there. So
Woody told him yesterday.
June Tao.
Yeah, Woody told him yesterday he wouldn't be there. It's
Woody was sitting next to Bobby Jones. He was good.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what.
Woody's still mad.
Look at the boy Scola. I don't know. Scola had the cornrows. Tyra, what is your thoughts on the whole Dru Hill jazz and everything? I don't know. What did you think of it?
First of all, the new replacement, he needs to stay a replacement. Please bring back Woody. I don't know where they found this man from. I don't know if they found him walking down the street in Baltimore and was like, "Hey, come on, join our group." But like, he didn't do anything. He was literally a seat filler. That's how I felt. He was a seat filler. He was a place filler.
He was doing all right.
Yeah,
I could get up there and dance. I could do a little 2-step.
Yeah, he wasn't even
2-step.
He wasn't even dancing that hard.
Singing.
He wasn't dancing that hard either.
I don't even think he was singing. His mic was off. They didn't let him
wrong.
I don't know if he's from Dru Hill or not. I think they're from Dru Hill, like in Maryland. I don't even know where Tayo with Tybo. I don't even know where he's from.
I don't care where he's from.
We gotta look it up and figure it out.
He don't need to be in Dru Hill. He need to sit down somewhere.
I don't know.
But you know what? They don't have Woody. They can just, leave him as a seat filler, though.
For PG County.
What was it? That would lose my chain of thought. Oh, jazz. I am highly concerned. I think they need to have like a group meeting. Like, this is some serious stuff. They didn't have a group meeting. This is my serious moment. I'm not even joking right now. They didn't have a group meeting. They need to do an intervention. He need to go like vegan or something. Like he needs to really P90X, Biggest Loser. They didn't get. He can make some money off of that too. If he does a show, he probably make some money too.
What is a 5-step program?
I don't know. Look, he probably.
Unleash the Dragon though.
Remember the video? The house was burning. It had the fire station.
That's my favorite.
He needs to run up the steps the whole time and come back.
No, he don't need to run up those steps. He need to run up a stadium. Like it's gonna take a lot for this man.
We love you, Jazz.
To where
Yes, we love. Me and Jamie love you, Jazz.
Right.
his voice was on point.
Yeah, his voice was on
Like
point.
like he never missed a beat. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But you got to breathe. As you can tell, they had to set him out of 2 songs, just the same one.
Yeah, he missed like,
How you gonna make a comeback?
yeah.
No. I am not for a Drew Hill comeback until Woody is back and until Jazz lose about a few hundred pounds.
No, but the Shauna said that they need a new album. And I'm like, how? How do they need a new album?
They don't know.
They
They do not need a new album. What needs to happen is Cisco need to do what Cisco do. Be solo, obviously.
The Dragon.
No,
Just
all
saying.
they gotta do is be
Cisco
2K.
needs to-
Let Cisco get
No,
Mariana.
Cisco needs to just
Let him do
release
his
a new
thing.
album. I'm for a Cisco album all day. I'm
Yeah.
not for a Drew Hill album. I don't want to hear it. I damn sure don't want to see it. I already saw it. And I'm not here for it.
All right, well, let's get into Jamie.
Look,
Let's get
Cisco.
Tara,
shout out
you're
to
rapping this rap.
Solo Cisco.
Dad's gonna watch this video and eat and cry watching Tyra Freedom is
Solo
right.
Cisco. That's what
Listen,
I'm saying.
that's-
Solo Cisco.
Y'all see Pookie in New Jack City?
Already through.
Y'all see Pookie in New Jack City? He's gonna be eating, crying, watching this video, eating off his Popeyes. Jamie, what did you think about this whole Drew Hill scenario? Me and you, Drew Hill fans, we've expressed our love for the group in the show. So shout out to the background. So what do you do?
She just, all in my video.
all in the video, all on the song. So what did you think of the whole performance? What's up?
I love Drew Hill. I was so happy to see them. Even when it started, I was like, okay, let's please do tell me. They did tell me. And then I noticed that there was a member missing. And then, Jazz kind of slid out towards the end after the fact that,
Wow.
he did waddle. I felt bad because it was like I wanted to see him, bounce and take me back, but he just couldn't make it. He had to preserve his ankles and his knees because it just wasn't working. But I love Drew Hill. I'm not gonna go in on them like that. They could have kept Kyle to the side, and it could have just been Cisco, Woody, and Jazz. I mean, not Woody. I'm sorry. No, Nokio and Jazz. Yeah.
Woody was like, y'all don't need me, man. Y'all got it, man. I just gotta go with my calling, man. I be taking pictures though. Okay. So then we had the best dance video, which was Tiana Taylor, which I think the fellas would agree, well deserved from Tiana. Clap up for Tiana.
Yes.
There you go. Something like. Then we had Eric Benet perform.
Yes.
Can I say something about Eric Benet real quick?
Yes.
Please. I was confused. Go ahead.
I want to know where's he going with this. I love Eric Benet. I'm not gonna clown him. No, I'm not gonna clown him in that aspect. But I just want to know. Like, I feel like all his songs sound the same now.
Yeah, it's this thing where like Erykah Badu said it was a 90s theme, and it confused me because it wasn't really a 90s themed thing. You had like Teddy Riley from the 80s, you had people from the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah, I'm just trying
it really
to
wasn't.
That song was like a Today song.
I don't know where Eric Benet's kind of going with his thing. Some people thought it was Maxwell because the lights was dim. I didn't know.
Yeah, and the way he's looking, he can pass for Maxwell. Like, honestly, if you kind of put them together side by side, far apart, I'm not gonna go in on him, Donnie. Just don't give me,
please.
Very far apart. Like the stage to the seat filler.
But he can perform his head off. He did a great job.
He's amazing.
Like, he was singing his head off. He did really good.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm sure you wouldn't cheat the audience out of a great performance. So,
Right.
Speaking of cheating, shout out to the best R&B soul singer of the night, Beyonce. For y'all out there that's like, Beyonce ain't R&B, Beyonce's pop. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? She won the best female R&B and soul award tonight. Obviously, she was out there, she had better things to do, but she won the award. So let's give it up for Beyonce right now. Everybody clap for Beyonce.
She paid for it. That's what happens. She's been paying for awards since Destiny Child.
I'm not clapping.
Nobody clap for Beyonce? Wait, okay. Who was nominated? Tell me who was nominated for the award. Does anybody know?
I don't remember.
Exactly.
To be honest, I don't remember.
exactly my point.
No,
That's exactly.
see, my thing is I feel like that was given to her as an invite to come to the awards show, even though they knew she wasn't gonna come. But it's cool.
They've been inviting
It's
her
all
every
right.
year.
They've been trying. They've been trying.
It's like that cute girl you trying to ask out, and she tell you, all the time. But she's like, you know what? Maybe today's gonna be different. Maybe today she's gonna give me some play, and she still curves you. That's pretty much Beyonce. You gonna have to honor Solange next year to maybe get her to live stream a pre-recorded, announcement. So
and she might be there for a seat at the table. So she might be there next year.
Speaking of which, she should have been there tonight. Yeah. If you want to keep it a buck.
True.
Don't touch my hair and cranes from the sky and Uranus and all that. She should have been there. Like Solange should have been there. So I don't know what was up with that. They had Eric Benet there. Don't fit their Eric Benet,
but you know what? A lot of their folks, I mean, they had a lot of new artists in there, but they did have a lot of people who have like a long history in music. So they were really trying to tap into that 90s or whatever. So I'm fine with her not being there, but if she would have been there, that'd have been great.
Right. Yeah, a long history like Uni. A long history like, like all these other, like BJ Chicago Kid. I mean, BJ Chicago Kid is dope. And Anderson.Paak's my dude. But let's get to that. So get to Anderson.Paak and the BJ Chicago Kid. Now listen, I've been championing Anderson.Paak all year. I think he's a phenomenal artist. My biggest issue with Anderson.Paak is that I feel like when he performs, he doesn't perform his best songs.
Thank you. I agree.
The Waters is a great song, but he has a lot of dope songs. Without You, Celebrate. He has like tons of hits. Out of maybe 15 songs, I love 7 of them. And he always does the other songs. And I get they want to squeeze in Anderson and BJ to get together. I get they want to squeeze them both in together, pause. But Anderson really has just done his biggest songs.
I didn't mind the song. Yeah, I didn't mind the song choice. I think it was a presentation. I feel like oftentimes when people are newer to performing, especially in venues, they try to do the entire song. He tried to say every word in the song. Like you have a great vocalist up there with you. They could have arranged it differently. Like when he got to the bridge, and he was like, and the Chicago Kid was singing. I was like, put your hands up. They could have started with something like that and got the crowd going because no one either heard the album enough or knew that song because the crowd wasn't with them yet. Yeah, exactly. So I feel like when you have those songs, if you do some breakdowns, and do some different moves that get people into it, as opposed to just doing the entire song, So I don't know if it was so much the song as the arrangement of the song.
It was a lot.
I agree, but I agree with the Shaunis, but I do think that because he is kind of new to the scene, if he would have done some sort of combination of songs, that would have been a better representation of what he's got on his plate. Exactly. Especially since he did end up winning an award later, it would have been better to kind of introduce him to the world.
Yes.
So, and BJ, mind you, BJ was singing his head off, but there's certain ways you could have just had BJ sing the other songs too.
So let me give you an example. Ro James is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Ro James did, even though he didn't do Drive Slow. That was my favorite song. Good gracious. But he did a couple of his songs. That's what Anderson.Paak needed. Anderson.Paak needed one of his own songs. But possibly he could have did Without You featuring Rhapsody. That would have been a dope little thing. Then he could have did something with BJ Chicago Kid. And that would have been dope since he's winning the award. You can't squeeze BJ Chicago Kid in when you are the nominee for an award. I feel like y'all could do something else separate. And you want to show love to BJ, that's dope. But he had like 2 songs in commercials he could have done. Right. So I feel like he did a great job, but for a new person, before a new person, I mean, BJ ain't really.
But can I say this though? So part of the onus is on the crowd because Anderson dropped in like January, right?
Yeah, Malibu.
They should know the album by now. It's like one of the best albums of the year, so they should know it. It ain't like you just dropped in January. This is March. Like I'm like, where's everyone sitting down, like nodding their head without saying any of the words? They should have been like in it. This album's been out for the whole year and it's been killing it.
Right, but Deshaun, is this song in particular? But that's what I was going to say. This song in particular is not one of those jump up songs. This song is you're going to sit around and groove, and to me anyway, Anderson's music is mostly let me sit down and groove. I'm not about to be like up and hype. Right. So I didn't expect a different reaction from the crowd, but I do think the arrangement piece could have been a little different. But whatever.
It was funny. on the BET Awards. I think it was either the R&B Award, not the R&B Awards. This is Soul Train Awards. It was the regular BET Awards. They did a little BET Music Matters thing.
Yeah,
and,
right.
We did a little. Remember, he was singing. He got on the drums and did all the stuff.
Drums, yeah.
He just did that tonight.
Yeah.
Yes.
His 15 seconds of what he did on the BET Awards, he should have did that for a full 2 minutes. Sung, jumped on the drums, did the trumpet.
He had it.
He should have did that then. This was the time to do that tonight. That would have been different. Yeah,
he's not known enough. He's not known enough. I mean,
exactly. He's not known to do duets. Yeah. Exactly. You see, you need to squeeze those 3 minutes in. Remind them of the album that came out a year earlier. Like,
remind them of all your talent. That's the point.
Absolutely.
Check this out, Pac. I got you, because when we do these top albums of the year, I'm finna hold it down, because there's no reason. People sing slow duets, they sing ballads, and people at least stand with them and kind of sway. You kind of feel the energy. That energy was low. Like, the energy was low, but it's all right. They gonna know, because everybody in the audience better watch the show. They gonna know about it. They ain't doing right.
You gonna get that album review from me.
So let's moving on. So then Anderson. So then it went to the Centric Certified Award.
Where does that come from?
This was so random. Like, I know Tyra found this. It was like, this is random. I need your thoughts.
Yeah.
Centric Certified. You had Bilal. These are the nominees.
Love
Bilal, bow. That was my earlier joke from another award recap. Bilal, Music Soul Child, / The Hustle, Layla Hathaway. I say Layla Ali.
Almost.
Layla Hathaway, Eric Benet, and Anderson.Paak. And I'm like, what type of award is this?
What is it? What is Centric Certified? Let's
the male, female vocalist R&B hip hop award. I don't know what this is. Tyra, what is it? What is this award? Centric, what is it? Are you certified to be centric? What is this? I can't hear you. Speak up.
Volume.
I said that this award was so that they could give Anderson.Paak an award. He performed, and they need to give him something. So they was like, let me make up this award for folks who don't got no music out but him. Okay, here you go. Win. Nothing more.
Music didn't have an album out in the year.
Technically, Layla had one out. Was it last year?
Yeah.
I mean, they had an award show last year too.
After 7 ain't made no music since.
Oh God.
When I saw that name, I said, who?
After 7 was a nominee. I was like, maybe after 7? I don't know.
No, when they said after 7, I was like, okay, they won. I didn't even care what names were coming next.
That's okay. The show stars. The show starts after 7. I don't know. It confused me. I don't know.
I told you what it was for. It's for Anderson. He needed an award.
That's the new
perform, so he was like, "Hey, give me an award."
That's the new. You're not gonna win R&B male vocalist, so we're gonna make an award just for you. That's pretty much what it was.
Basically,
L.A. Reid's gonna get nominated for. I don't know what was going on for that. Whatever. So Ro James, he killed it as usual. Shout out to him. Oh yeah, let's get to R&B cipher. I have big issues with this.
Here we go.
Here we go.
This, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't want to offend my political connects. I think the R&B ciphers is low-key trash. I think I'm gonna keep it up.
Did you say that?
I don't.
Walter, put yourself on mute. Mute yourself.
No. Besides
Mute
Gladys,
yourself and let me and Dishonest. Let me and Dishonest handle this stuff.
Let me round out. Besides, I already think the whole. Let me think it deeper. Besides Gladys, Erykah, and Robert Glasper, like they were dope. That was towards the end. But the beginning, this is why I think it's trash. They're all talented, but a cipher to me is like, you know, when the lyricist doing the cipher, you're coming up with new freestyles and bars and rhymes to a dope beat. You're gonna see how lyrical, spiritual you can get. With these R&B ciphers, it's not really a major ballad thing. They're the original songs over another beat we've already heard before. They're trying to match the beat to songs that we love, which doesn't flow. It's kind of all over the place. Like Gladys killed it on the trap beat more than anybody. But Tyrese was trying to fit a song. Neo was trying to fit. She got her own thing for a minute and a half.
Walter.
And I'm like, He could just did the song without the beat. Why are he doing it with the Bryson Tiller was
Because
even
then
there?
it wouldn't be a cipher.
Thank you. So Walter, this is
Walter,
the thing. I get
Go
it.
ahead,
But Walter, I get it. A rap cipher is built that way. I understand. And I'll be honest with you, this cipher wasn't as good as last year's. Last year's was a lot better. There was a lot more freestyle to it. However, I think what ended up happening is Neo got up there, didn't know what he wanted to do, and he started it off a little rough. And he's the one who started that idea of, well, let me do my song because y'all know my song, and kept it moving. And so I think Angie Stone picked up on that as well, even though near the end, she threw in a couple extra runs that definitely said to me, okay, she's in this cipher mood. She gets what we're going here. Then Tyrese came up and he just blew it out of the water because he didn't do nothing related to his stuff. He understood the concept of the cipher piece that you're speaking towards. And then, of course...
He did, sweet lady.
Right.
Don't get tired of black tie.
Right. But then Queen Gladys came up and she definitely touched a little bit on her stuff and then went on to do whatever she wanted to do. And I mean, honestly, I think Neo just started it off wrong and it just kind of fell from there.
They thought he was Bryson Tiller. That's what happened. It just messed him up mentally. They heard the beat.
So Jamie, what happened to Bryson? Bryson, the beat was there. Bryson probably isn't busy. Why wasn't he called? Why was he?
I don't know, because I thought it was Bryson until I saw the hat and I was like, and in the face, and I said, no, that's not Bryson. So it just messed me all up. And then, I mean, y'all heard the people screaming. They thought it was Bryson.
They did too.
And they heard Neo, and then it was like, it's not Bryson.
It was like, don't.
Yeah, it got quiet. So, so that's what happened.
So,
but don't forget the last couple seconds though, Walter. It was kind of fire. They all started doing runs and everything. That was good.
From Gladys down, it was
intro said trash. Your intro said trash. You can't say trash and dope at the same time, Walter. Don't backpedal. Come on, D.R.A.M. Come on, prime time. Don't backpedal.
The shot is pandering.
I'm not. So, but listen, like even in doing pieces of a song, like their art, like they get to have vocal displays. So that's why it doesn't matter whether you do your or not. To me, rapping, you don't have that same kind of vocal display when it's kind of stripped down. So if it's stripped down, it's always going to be a showcase. So it doesn't matter if you do the same thing. In hip hop, you don't have that same kind of thing. It's the lyrics that are important. So even if they all did a piece of their songs, to see them kind of strip it down and do some extra runs adds to what makes it a cipher for that particular genre, which is why it can't be trash if you got good artists up there.
Right.
Mr. OC.
So maybe they should call it something else.
I don't
maybe
think so.
If they took the word, but Walter, if they took the word cipher out, I think you would be okay. I think if they did not call it a cipher, you would be like, oh, okay.
No need.
No, because if they called it like a set or something, you'd be straight then. You'd be like, oh, okay, this is go set.
It would have been a track set. This is the thing. We're acting like you can't love artists and not like the performance. Like, I've loved.
No, I agree. That's why who's acting like that.
Jay-Z has bombed the show before. Eminem hasn't sounded great every time he was on. Like, because they're dope artists, somebody can't be trash. It could be a trash idea. It could be a trash idea.
But I said Neo is the reason that I think it started off rough. So I'm going with it's Neo's fault.
Oh, I
don't think we should blame Neo. I'm sure they rehearsed it. I'm sure they rehearsed this. I'm sure they.
No, I'm sure they
first
didn't.
go around.
I'm
pretty sure they rehearsed this.
Let me ask y'all opinion real quick. If you had a vote, could this have been replaced with a different artist's performance?
Oh yes.
Okay, so if it could be replaced, that means it wasn't needed.
Yes.
No, it couldn't be replaced then. I'm just gonna be defiant.
If they said, okay, this is the decision. Give Anderson.Paak 2 more minutes to do his own song or have an R&B cipher. Which would you pick?
Anderson.Paak to do 2 more minutes.
So let me ask you a question.
Usher, shot us.
Now you're pandering.
Exactly.
Usher tribute 3 minutes.
Do you have bras in Atlanta? Are you pandering right now?
Look, Walter. Jill was there, and I didn't even. Jill was there, and I didn't even say that. Look at you, Walter. Pandering.
We could have gave those minutes to Tank. We could have gave those minutes to Tank.
Thank you.
That's true, Jamie.
Based on your logic, we should just replace the BET hip hop cipher for a Jay-Z performance. Because if you can replace it,
that's what he's saying. Yes.
Every year, replace it with Jay-Z and Eminem or something.
Hey, no, the cipher's a fire though. The cipher's a fire.
But is it better than Jay-Z performance? Is it better than Jay-Z?
Sometimes, hey, everybody do this, and it gets a little old sometimes. I can play Jay on the record. All right.
Maybe we should have just replaced Neo. Just replace Neo next time.
No, they should have replaced everybody but Gladys. Gladys did one song and
thank you, Tyra. Thank you.
Gladys should have just did a song or did like a cipher by herself, like a little old.
But do y'all remember
cipher.
last year?
Yeah, it was Eddie, Layla, Casey,
and last year was cool, but it wasn't all that either.
They should have just let one person perform and let's hear their voice. I love Gladys' voice, so I had a great time hearing Gladys. But Neo, okay.
And that was the longest.
I actually liked her performance.
That was like the third longest section of the night. And the thing is, they have all these newcomers and Uni and Uni and Suni.
Not even gonna talk
and
about
all these people, you give them 5 seconds when all of them could perform for 3 minutes and gave them shot. No, you have Angie Songs, talking about my black brother on a track beat. I don't. Y'all love this.
And Tyrese talking about Sweet Lady. He know he could have been replaced.
And why you gotta act like that? Have I told you lately that you act like that?
Walter, when we have the BMOCTV awards, I want to see your lineup before you air the awards, because I'm gonna be checking for it, just like you doing this.
Hey man, hey. All right, moving on.
I like the concept.
Moving
so
who
on. Should we add? Who should we add really quick? If there was a necessary cipher, since this one was whack. Who would you add? Who would you add next year?
He could have just
performed. Jamie,
I'm so
glad you asked. All right, who would I add to this? Let's see.
My God.
Tank. Jamie Foxx could have been in there. Anybody.
How about Tank?
Yes.
How about
who was there?
How about a sober Chris Brown? Chris Breezeman. All right. This is where I go there. Okay.
That's a big stipulation there. Right. Talking about the 2007.
Okay. And people like that. You know what I'm saying? People like that. All right. So
definitely Tank though, because Tank does like a lot of stuff just off his dome. If you follow him on Instagram, do like a lot of little just where he's just singing. Come on. But it should have been up there. They didn't do nothing.
Exactly. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to one of the highlights of the night. B.R.A.K.A, Brandy.
Yes.
One of my favorite. I'm not saying she's the best singer in the world, but she's my favorite singer in the world. She came and did Almost Doesn't Count. She did What About Us, which is funny because those are the two songs that made me Brandy fans. I had to double back. She did Full Moon, On Top of the World with Mace. Is that you, Betha?
Right.
Mace wasn't all white. Looking
that was his Bad Boy reunion outfit.
With Safari fur on us. What's up?
That was Bad Boy reunion.
That was the same one, Jamie.
It was.
It's okay. Carl Thomas did it later.
Yeah. Brandy killed it, and then the gorgeous and talented Jill Scott came out, gave her the Lady of Soul Award, which I think was very fitting. Very classy to do. They had a video package with Jasmine Sullivan. What's her name? Janine Aiko. I say her name. Is that her name?
Janae Aiko.
I say her name wrong. I was calling her IKEA. Oh man.
I call her Jean.
I call her Jean. I messed up her name so bad. Babyface. I think Ray J had some. It was a lot of people in the package. So pause.
Ray J was not.
No, she mentioned them. So if you mention them, he's there. If you say his name 3 times, he pops up.
Her mom was in it.
Her mom was.
Sonia.
All right.
Every episode we say.
So this is Break the Brandy Curse that we.
So Jamie, talk to us about how you felt about the whole Brandy performance in the tribute. What are your thoughts?
I loved it. I definitely enjoyed it. I paid attention to how she really was like, you know what, I earned this, so I'm gonna make sure everybody understands. I know if you guys haven't checked out our Brandy versus Monica episode, definitely go back and check that out. But I know I really feel like she was just like, you know what, I own it, I deserve it. This is what I work hard for. Check out my hits. Like, she's like, you know what, I'm just not arriving. Like, I've been here. So kudos to Brandy for that, because I definitely give her all the feels, and she reigned tonight. She kills it. I love her style.
She did.
Donita, what do you think about Brandy B.R.A.K.A?
So I think she did a fantastic job. Number one thing I will say is last year she did perform last year, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And then she got to do this.
Yeah.
And one thing I noticed is she's staying in her flats. Shout out to her flats. Because then she's able to do a lot of that dancing around and stuff, which is great. Not to mention, I think a lot of her theatrical work that she's done recently has helped her in her performances.
Like
She was just like
the ladder and all that.
she danced from beginning to end. Yeah, she danced from beginning to end.
Yeah.
She didn't seem like she was like winded or tired or anything like that. So she did a really good job. Just the showmanship was there. And like Jamie said, I mean, she did hit after hit after hit. My family looked at me like I was crazy because I was jumping around. I was jumping around. My mom was like, oh well.
The only thing, it was probably an A+ performance. The only thing that would have made it super duper AA was if Monica would have came out, you know, but that ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean?
I thought it was gonna happen.
You know.
This Lady of Soul Award is all mine.
Lady of Shade Award. Tyra, what were your thoughts on Brandy BMOCTV? What's up?
I thought she had an amazing performance. I did not expect anything less than amazing. So, I mean, she's Brandy. She's by far my favorite voice. I've said this before that she's my favorite voice. She's not my favorite singer. That's Whitney. She will always hold that place. But Brandy is like next because she is my favorite voice. Like her voice, it just speaks to me. My favorite song Almost Doesn't Count, which I was happy to hear that. Yeah. And I think she just did an amazing performance. I was happy to see her. Happy to see her take her reign. Happy to see her throw that beat for Boy Is Mine and then go into her own song. I said, yes. I said she did what I always want her to do. Show these people. Yep. Don't need that, boo.
Don't need that.
Thank you, Brandy. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah,
I love Brandy.
You're like, moving on. I have other hits. Other hits to get to. All right.
You.
Deshaunus, man, what did you feel about the Brandy performance? What's up?
I think Brandy's performance symbolizes for me, you know, kind of as we get a little bit older, what some of these tributes will be like. There are folks in our age range who kind of forget that Brandy is a legend, you know, because it's easy for us to recognize the older legends, but it's harder to recognize people that you grew up on. So I think these kind of performances and tributes to be like, man, like she really is like among the elite, you know, like we really need to look at her in a different way. And, you know, prior to us continuing to dig into the debates and the crates, it makes you really forget how special Brandy really is. So I think that that's what the tribute is for. And it's always simple for us to have, you know, the older folks, the Charlie Wilson, you know, the Prince and all those people that we grew up under. But when you see people who are closer to, you know, your lifetime, it really makes it hit home like, man, this person has been great through my life. So I think it was dope. And shout out to Morgan in the group chat, who's, you know, now giving BET all the suggestions that she gives us all the time. So shout out to Morgan. It was a faithful lady because she got a whole lineup for next year already.
Hold up, I want to address the chat room. The chat room is saying, why are we throwing shade to Monica? Okay. I got it.
Go back and watch the episode.
I got it.
Talib, Brandy, and a legend.
Right, like I said, like hold on, we'll address that too. Like Jamie said, check out our episode. All of us were on it. We talked about Brandy versus Monica. Listen, there's no shade to Monica, right? But in the BMOCTV circle, we have all agreed to the fact that Brandy is the legend, the icon. Monica is a great voice, and Monica is a great icon and legend in her own right. But I think there are levels, and I think Brandy's impact to us has been more significant just to us than Monica. Not saying Monica is any lesser. Right. But nobody had any issues with Brandy except in that Lady of Soul Award. Had a Monica would have gotten it, we'd be like, oh, well, how come Brandy didn't get one before? So once everybody heard Brandy was getting that award, there was no criticism, there was no critique. That's what it is. So that's why. And the thing is, Brandy has a legacy outside of Monica. Mm-hmm. So there's two different entirely things. So to answer your question, we're not shading Monica. We're just saying we may slightly prefer Brandy. That's all we're saying. This is what it is.
And it ain't shade, it's facts.
Hey.
True.
But
here's
like the irony.
Monica out here
I don't want to
spitting all this good music. Cold Red.
Every time the beat drop. Ooh. That dude is hard though.
Is like, you act like she the best thing since sliced bread. Come on now. Yeah, like we talking about Whitney Houston the song. We talk about Monica. Girl, I saw her on Oprah. Where are they now? Come on now. No, I don't care.
And Monica's
Shade.
dope.
If
Listen,
it's shade, yes,
Monica's
it's
dope.
shade. I don't care.
it's just one of them days that we're talking about Brandy. We're
So,
talking about Brandy
so
right now.
can I explain something real quick, people?
Go ahead.
Like we need to define this. And first of all, like it always comes to this with people. I am, as we saw in the episode, I love Aaliyah to death. But we got to stop doing this with her. Like people talking about what Aaliyah could have been. And it's like, but Brandy already is. So why are we questioning that she's a legend? The definition of legend is legendary for doing something. They call her the vocal Bible. Like that's
Right.
legendary.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean she is the greatest of all time. That doesn't mean that she has to be better than Mariah Carey to you or has to have more hits than Beyonce. That means she's in a legendary class that forever people will reference her when it comes to this kind of sound, when it comes to music. That's being a legend. It doesn't mean she has to be better than everybody. So questioning whether she's a legend is outrageous right now. That's what she is. It doesn't mean she has to be the best. Come on,
she's a Lady of Soul winner. All right. So put some respect on Brandy's name, okay? And Ray J's too. All right.
No respect.
Radiation was fire. Okay. So then we get to some kind of an uncomfortable moment of tonight. I got a little uncomfortable. It was D.R.A.M and Erykah Badu performing Wi-Fi. You know, Erykah Badu stays with the telephone utility bill song. So she had the Tyrone joint, and then she had the mixtape last year, the telephone and the cordless phone and the wireless phone.
Something with these phones, yeah.
And that's off the phones. That's on the Wi-Fi.
We love you, Erykah.
But the Wi-Fi's on the phone, though. He's asking because the Wi-Fi's on the phone, so go back to
analog. She's an analog girl in a digital world. Stop and keep moving.
Yeah, or a digital girl in the analog world, one of them. She came back from the future. So her and D.R.A.M, Big Baby D.R.A.M, are on the couch, and they singing duet, which I thought was really dope. First of all, shout out to VA D.R.A.M. He had a dope debut album that came out this year. He's been killing it.
Amazing.
I thought it was cool that it was okay, cool. They collaborated, and now she's hosting the Soul Train Awards. So what better platform to go from to do a song on his album? I thought it was a pretty pushing great. So they're on the couch, they're singing, and then they start to get a little close, and then he's like climbing on her a little. It was really weird.
The legs was tight. They was wrapped like this.
Yeah, it looked like
it was not.
It looked a little aggressive. It looked a little aggressive.
D.R.A.M reminds me of the guy when you getting ready to kiss him, and he just like go all in, like he don't give you no, and he end up like sucking like your forehead or something.
Yeah,
like, I felt like that's D.R.A.M was like, okay, this is my moment. I'm about to get the Baduism, and she was like, nah. Like, nah, just back a little bit.
I don't think they rehearsed that. I don't think they rehearsed that.
Yeah, it was very weird.
Yeah, it was a little awkward.
Shout out to him for the Shoot Your Shot award of the week right there.
He definitely did.
Yeah, I don't know if, I don't want to.
And for the rest of the night, he was going in. Like, for that moment, he was excited.
Yeah, there was a lot of going. He was getting closer to her, and I don't know that for the Soul Train Awards. I don't know.
Shout out to you, D.R.A.M.
You said you was with your boyfriend and with your mom. Y'all was like, is that watch with them in that house?
Not at all. Not at all. First of all, we were uncomfortable because we kept looking at him like, who is this? And then I had to ask y'all. I did it. I'm so sorry. I had to ask y'all in a group. And then my boyfriend started looking stuff up and he was like, oh, yeah, I know this cat. He recognized like 2 songs. And then he said, wait a second, he sings? So we had to get through all of that. And the next thing I know, I'm looking at the screen and he's trying to climb on top of Erykah. And I'm like, okay, now we can just get through to the next part, please. It was a lot.
Yeah,
it was a lot.
It was a lot. Tyra, when you saw it, did you get uncomfortable or how'd you feel about it?
I did get a little uncomfortable. I mean, I have heard the song on his album, but I was expecting him to kind of do another song. I wasn't expecting that one.
Yeah.
But I guess since she's the host, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Since she's featured, but I was like, okay, interesting.
He had a crochet blazer.
Interesting.
I don't know if that performance raised sales or
that's
not.
D.R.A.M though.
I don't know if that performance.
I was looking for the dog though.
Yeah, he was in the back uncomfortable too. But I don't know if that performance raised sales. It definitely increased his exposure and his brand awareness. But I don't think that song in particular.
He has better songs on the album too. the next
Way
song.
better
That's why I was sort of surprised that he did that one because I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
this isn't like the best song. This is like one of my least favorite songs on the album. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah. You know, she was there.
When I
so.
listen to it, I'll let y'all know.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Deshaun.
that's like the least favorite song on the album.
Yeah, me too.
Crunk Girl 711 in the chat said when he was going in on Erykah, Jay Electronica was sitting there with the Arthur fist. Man, looking at him like,
Listen, I was the Arthur Fist over his album. How about that? Monica, Hanukkah, where's Monica? Barometer. I want.
She's moved on.
That's what I want. She moved on a few times. Shout out to Erykah. But nah, Jay Electronica's dope. We need an album from him. Please, it's gonna be like 2020. And
mixtape something.
Right, it's gonna be 2025. We still waiting for that next single. All right, did he had a rhythm and bars section, which I thought was really a dope way. I never really heard that reference before. Rhythm and bars. That could be a dope thing.
Me either.
So Drake was nominated for like 2 awards. It was like Drake featuring Controller.
Three of them.
Drake.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Drake featuring One Dance. Drake featuring Drake. Drake.
And
Sorry,
it was
Work
where he
too.
was featured.
Work.
Work. Yeah, you know.
Work featuring Drake.
Hotline Bling was still nominated too.
Drake featuring Drake.
7 years later.
Controller featuring Drake. But Drake didn't win any of them, right? Drake didn't win any of them. Drake didn't win any of them. It was Remy Ma and Fat Joe were all the way up.
And I did not know whoever that guy was really him because I swear I thought that was Fat Joe.
Who are you talking about?
The last guy that he said it. He said nothing can stop us. We all whatever, however it goes.
Yeah, French Montana.
No, there was a third guy that went on stage with them.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Remy. You didn't?
Is he in the song?
Wasn't it Papoose?
I thought he was in the song because it sounded like him.
It was Papoose?
Well, no, it wasn't Papoose. What's the guy name?
Cool and Dre?
I don't know.
No, he was a third guy. It was Fat
Dre.
Joe. It was Remy.
I think he's just his friend.
I think he's his friend. It's like
No,
the people that song is Fat Joe, Remy, and French Montana.
He's the guy that was on the chorus. He's the one that says nothing can stop us. We're all the way up.
Teddy
I swear
Riley?
to you. No.
I thought Fat Joe says that.
No. I think JB. I don't know who you're talking about, JB. I think
No,
JB.
somebody in the chat knows.
JB,
Somebody up in the chat.
they're wrong, JB. Whoever's in the camera was wrong. Was it Romeo?
No, was that French? That wasn't French Montana on the stage, though, was it?
No,
French
French one on the stage. French
Who was it?
If you go back and watch it, he's the guy right before they walk off. He's the one that says nothing can stop us. We're all the way up. It was him.
That was French.
Let me go
French was
rewind
there.
this.
That wasn't French. Somebody in the group chat help me.
Okay, somebody on
Oh,
YouTube.
somebody
Infrared.
said infrared.
Infrared.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, somebody put. Okay, I see Infrared. I see French Montana. I see Tony Sunshine. So which one is it?
His Infrared was the one that was on stage with them. He was the one that said nothing can stop us. We're all the way up.
Well, he said that one part.
Yes.
He came up.
Right, exactly.
He came all the way up.
Yes.
Like, he getting all these awards, all this money for saying like 4 words.
Yes.
That's crazy. Romel put his French. So we have a debate even in the chat. They don't know. So okay, here's a vote.
I thought it was Fat Joe.
People at PS3 says Infrared. See, then Crunk Girl said it's French Montana. Rap Nerd said it's
Somebody
Sunshine.
post the credit.
And then Romel said it's
Post the
French.
credits in the chat.
It's like 5 people say it different. I'm confused.
Nah,
We just need to find Infrared on Twitter and ask him, hey, is this your voice?
I think he just mixed it. I don't know if he was. I don't know. I'm confused.
Well, the voice I heard on that stage sounded like the one in the song. So.
Song, right?
When they joined it. Okay, so then Least Neil comes out.
No.
And I'm sorry. Before we get to Least Neil.
Hey, Walter.
Might as well. Go ahead.
I just want to ask something. What was the purpose of the Rhythm and Bars award? Because none of the songs really had a singer on it. Like I was thinking that maybe they were trying to do like a new version of, when you have like a R&B singer mixed with rap, but all of them was white rappers.
I think the goal was
to Drake, Drake's a little singer a little bit.
Well, no, I think the goal was to show love to like the hip hop R&B hybrid. Yeah. I think that was the intended goal, like the Futures, like the Fetty Wap type of thing. Exactly, I think that's
what All the Way Up isn't like a Rhythm and Bars song, and they won.
Maybe the rhythm part is maybe the rhythm is talking about the actual beat. Like the beat has to be fire, and then the bars, whatever. I think it's the shot to the hip hop side, like you said.
Yeah, it could. She's a good point too, because see, that's the thing. So then it should just be like a shout out rap category. Because you're right. Because Controller would fit that. I think Hotline Bling would fit that. I think even a Chance Strong with them.
Work.
But
Work
they're
fits
trying
that.
to say, but it's the Soul Train.
Train.
But it's Soul Train Awards, and y'all remember last year Erykah Badu was going hard on them about this is not a rap award show. So maybe they just titled it that way to kind of cover it up. But I still think it was their way of getting some of that rap stuff in there for ratings.
Yeah, because all the way up is nowhere near.
All the way up. Yeah, all the way up didn't even match the other nominees of it, and all the way up is the better song of the category, but it didn't match sonically
better than
the
Controller.
other songs.
Did BMOC just say that? Better than Controller?
Let me ponder it.
Silence.
Okay.
Let me ponder it.
Right.
Let me ponder it. I did play Controller because sometimes I go into these like spurts where I play a song 30 times that week to get it out of my system. Like I did Starboy. Like I had to play that song like 50 times just to get it out of my head. Now I'm sick of it. So Controller, I played the same amount of time. So yeah, let me ponder that.
Out of my system is a great song too.
It is. Bob Wild and Omarion. I got 20 more plays to go. So yeah. So Elise Neal came out, and I don't know. Like I get the whole thing of like how old is she? 50 something.
50 something, I think.
She's killing the game. Killing the game. You know what I'm saying? The game is killed. But why are you wearing that? Like I don't get why she was wearing that. I don't get it. I don't know what's up with that.
She's trying to find her husband.
I mean, I don't know, Elise. I don't know.
She turned 50 this year.
I just think she needed somebody to fit it a little better on her. That's all. When they did that close-up shot, she had some like wrinkles in this top section. I just wanted it to fit better. Other than that, I was fine with the dress. I thought it was nice, but it's been done before. It wasn't like, ooh. It was just like, okay, you bad because you 50 plus and you out here wearing this dress. Okay,
she
cool.
could have had like a fitted something with a V and a, you know.
It still would have been like you're bad because you're 50 plus. Cool.
It was like a police report. She was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
She's trying to shoot her shot. She don't got the Grammy. Retired.
It would have been like a BMA Awards or
Grammys.
Maybe even a hip hop honors thing, but a Soul Train Award.
Yeah.
She would wear a nice little tight black dress with a little midriff, and that would have been, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, maybe this was the only show that she was invited to, so maybe she decided, you know what, I'm gonna stay this dress for one of these award shows because I got to show these men, you know, I'm about to be 65 when I get on that Medicare. I need somebody to share it with. I'm just saying she's trying to get her a man.
At least we see you.
Let that woman get her a man.
Listen, Tyra, when the TV One Awards comes up, I think she should just say just for that. I think that would have been a better. I don't know.
I'm about to watch that. She know what she's doing.
All of us is a great show. All of us is a great show. That's cold.
Image Awards, forget it.
She was a background dancer.
She looked good though.
She wanted to
look amazing. She looked bad.
She looks amazing.
A little out of place. It just looked a little weird. I don't know.
We love you, Elise.
Let that woman find her man.
Yeah, we love Elise.
Walter.
But
let that woman find her man.
Okay.
She was trying to compete with D.R.A.M, man. She was trying to compete with D.R.A.M.
Hey, that's no competition. Moving right along.
Dang. Okay.
Tell her how you feel.
Listen. I'm not trying to shade Elise. I'm giving props. Let's move on. I ain't trying to get in trouble. Let's move on. All right. Let's get to Carl Thomas. You know, speaking of which, getting in trouble.
Oh God.
So Carl Thomas came out with Summer Rain. You know what I'm saying?
It needed some hot tea.
It is the winner, but you know, we'll rock with it. I love the album. You know. Summer Rain comes out with a little Spanish mix with a little two-step, and I'm cool with it. I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm cool with the whole thing. And then he gets to I Wish. And I wish he wouldn't have did this right after Summer Rain because it got a little
stress.
It got a little bitchy.
I'm out of water, man.
A little bit. He needed to say everybody's vocal. He needed some of that because he did one spin and it was like Charlotte's Web. It just went a whole different direction.
For him to be him and have that happen, I mean, everybody knows, no matter where you are, when them keys hit, dun, dun, everybody starts to, you grab your water bottle, you clear your throat, because that first note is coming for you, man. And he just went right into it and let everybody down. The energy dropped, and it was like, man, like a Billy Goat.
He sounded like a Billy Goat.
A Billy Goat.
We love you, Carl.
He should at least put the mic out to the crowd. He should at least put the mic out to the crowd.
My God.
Put the mic out.
I am so happy that I fast forwarded through his performance as soon as I saw him. I didn't even watch it. I recorded it, so I had already fast forwarded through.
But Summer Rain was dope. You should watch that. You should watch Summer Rain was dope. Summer Rain was fire.
The whole thing was dope. It was just that opening. The opening was just, the opening to that second song was a little weak, and that's when everybody was like, we were all probably watching like this to see where else he gonna mess up. Yeah, but I mean, he did okay. He did okay on the second song.
Yeah.
He's gonna make a Facebook video about it tomorrow. Right?
Yeah, it went a little left. I just wish he would have done that.
Facebook Live tomorrow. He gonna go in on all of us.
Yeah, please. Like, he'll talk about how many years he's been in the game. We feel you, Carl. We got
y'all don't know about me.
Like, Carl, we have your album, bro. All right. Listen, any young man who's like 15, 16, listen to Emotional. It's gonna help you through life.
Yes.
You know, when you start getting a little mustache, a little hair in your chest, listen to Emotional, man. It's gonna help you out. And then last but certainly not least,
Jam.
Teddy Riley tribute, man. First of all, there's a big misconception out there, I have to say. Teddy Riley is not from Virginia, man. He's not from Virginia.
They don't even make music in Virginia.
Even D.R.A.M said it. He was like, listen, okay, there's a big confusion, all right?
I thought he was from Virginia.
He's not like Teddy Riley. Harlem,
but he's lived here forever.
No, Uptown Records, New Jack Swing, that's all Harlem. Like, he didn't move to Virginia. He was like maybe like 25, 26, and then he created a studio here, Future Sound Studio. It's by Princess Anne High School. Shout out to everybody in Virginia Beach. Pharrell's high school was close. He went to Princess Anne. Princess Anne's cross the street from Future Sounds. Teddy Riley discovered the Neptunes. I think Pharrell's first ghostwriting placement was Bump Shaker. He wrote the whole thing. All I want to do is a zoom zoom way
Rex
back
and Effects for you guys that didn't know what
Rex and Effects, yeah. Pharrell was Quentin Miller, you know what I mean, back in those days. And they built up. So he did a lot for it.
Shot on the oceanfront.
Right. Video. So he did a lot for the city. You know, he produced things for you know, Devontae and all that. So he definitely helped the Virginia scene. But he is not from Virginia. Like, he is from Harlem, New York, born and raised. But
we'll take him though.
Yeah,
I wasn't saying all of that.
Right, let's gotta show, because listen, because as soon as we take him, we're like, he's from New York, though. We get it, we know.
They're gonna take him.
Right, exactly. Right. Right, Tupac, right? You know he's from New York, though, right? Like, we know.
Yeah.
Tupac's from Harlem, too. Everybody's from Harlem, okay? I'm from Harlem. It's like, and I'm not. So, me too. Everybody here's from Harlem. So, okay. So, yes, he did all this stuff. He did, he killed the vocoder. I've been saying that the difference between that. Yeah, auto, for people that don't know, if it says, he's doing the T-Pain, which is completely incorrect. Again, so a vocoder is like an instrument, it's a hardware. You're modulating, you're changing the pitches of your voice, you're playing them out through a keyboard. So it's like you're basically controlling the sound of your voice, which you have to be a master pianist to do, and be able to sing and do it at the same time.
And dance.
He did it tonight. Like, so Roger Troutman, Teddy Riley, those have been the masters of that. And I still think Teddy Riley is probably the best person I've heard. Timbaland's dabbled in it. And Roger Troutman had his own thing. He had mostly the sit down. But to do the guitar and to write songs and produce and perform in it, Teddy Riley is like the goat of it. Auto-tune is software where you sing into it, and then it corrects your pitch. So you set like, I want to sound an F flat or G major or whatever it is. Auto-tune will change your voice and it'll give you effects. You have to sing against it in order to correct it. That's what T-Pain, Cher, and all the people. So it's two different skill sets. Vocoder is just more like learning the hardware, and auto-tune is just software. So when people say T-Pain's doing Roger Troutman, it sounds completely different. Like California Love does not sound like I'm in love with a stripper. His Future doesn't sound like Teddy Riley. It doesn't sound the same. So T-Pain is just so nice with it that you don't realize what it's doing. But T-Pain is just a genius with auto-tune.
Well, no, not T-Pain, Walter, because you was having a debate in the group that 808 and Heartbreak was the new sound. Like, that was the first we'd ever heard of anything like that.
I never said that. That was somebody else in the chat. even I said 808's really, besides auto-tune, which was completely sold for T-Pain, that was like Phil Collins, Kraftwerk, Daft Punk. Like, that's that 80s influence style of like when they first used computers in music. That was that sound, and then he applied T-Pain's auto-tune to that. That still isn't what Teddy Riley did tonight. But he did like 8 songs. He did Remember the Time in a vocoder, and he played it. He did it live. There's cats that won't even auto-tune live. He played the notes off like guitar live. Nope. Unbelievable. With Tito Jackson. Unbelievable.
Yes.
So
wait, Walter, before you continue, I just want to.
Please go ahead.
I just want to flash across the screen. The more you know, because that was a moment where I hope y'all was listening, because he just gave y'all a ton of good information.
Oh, and if you want the slowed down, broken down version, you can go to Live the Biz and check that out.
There you go.
Learn more about the music business. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Come out there, shout to me. Shout to me. So then, Donita, what did you think of Teddy Riley's whole performance and the tribute and all that?
I'm not going to say much more than what you said. You nailed it. Like you have absolutely told exactly what it is, what it's going to be. I don't care what nobody says. To be able to do that skill on stage while having to pay attention to the band that's behind you, who you also are controlling at the same time that you're doing all those things. And you got Bobby Brown up front that you don't know if he's going to pass out or not. So you got to be ready to jump in. You got to be ready to jump in and handle his part. Nah, Teddy Riley's a beast. He did his thing. Keep it moving.
Oh, yeah. Hold up. In the comments, people, they're saying they hated Teddy Riley because he auto-tuned his whole performance. He did not auto-tune his whole performance. Listen to the word auto-tune.
They just educated them.
Auto-tune means to automatically tune. He wasn't doing anything automatic. He was playing it. It's in the word. It's in the word, people. It's in the word.
You should do a comparison. You should do like auto-tune.
Don't educate them no more. If they ain't in your little 3-minute rant, don't educate them.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't want to learn. And certain people don't want to learn. Certain people don't want to learn. Don't want to learn.
Move
on.
Live the .biz. Yeah, live the .biz.
Yeah, make them pay for it. They getting free education here.
It is. Oh, trust me, it is. Jamie, what did you think of the whole Teddy Riley performance and tribute? What's up?
I'm a new Jack Swing person, so I definitely dug it. I'm all for it. I did see in the comments that there's a reason people ask why Blackstreet he didn't do any tribute to Blackstreet.
Good question.
And according to Dave Hollister on Twitter, Dave Hollister says there was somebody that didn't sign off on a contract. There was a 6% person. So we're going to say that was hating ass Chauncey. Yes.
I believe it.
What did Chauncey when he said that? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. But I think shout out to Rob. I think Rob Sound Savvy posted it. And somebody else posted the reason why he didn't do any Blackstreet. So they didn't get a sign off on it. So that's why Teddy Riley did not perform anything.
Dave said he's a one contract man. So...
yeah,
he was signing one paper that's in front of him. That's it. He ain't out on the name, so he good. That could have been dope. He could have did at least "Don't Leave." Don't leave. He had the vocoder there.
That would have been.
That's the most popular vocoder song. Is the "Don't Leave" the Soul Food joint.
That was my joint.
You could have Cousin Faith. You could have Milestone. Bump them.
And another thing I want to say really quick too is that. Another thing I want to say too is a lot of people always say, you know, why are you guys so stuck in the 90s or the early 2000s? Like, this is why. If you think about Brandy, think about Teddy Riley and the music that he created, like this is why we look forward to always listen to music. You know, being nostalgic is because of the music that was created. If we get people that start to create like that now, then maybe we wouldn't focus so much on the 90s or the early 2000s. But I mean, this music is gold. Like, why would we not?
Yeah.
True.
And now we do have some folks who are doing some good works now. We're not saying they aren't, but it's a little harder for us to find.
Shout out Alicia Keys.
Look at
Deshaun S.
Take that.
Who won the R&B Female Award?
Take that.
Beyonce.
Oh,
Did Alicia win? No,
Say no
don't speak her
competition.
name.
Say no competition with Bay.
Steveland PS3. We're chilled out. We're chilled out. We just want to let y'all know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Chauncey, man, shake my head. Hey, listen, if Chauncey Black don't want to do it, Chauncey Black don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we could have did without him. It's like we could have did without General Torso for You don't matter, bro.
Technically, they didn't really need Chauncey in the performance because if Dave Hollister was replacing Blackstreet, they could have brought Dave back, left Chauncey out, and they still would have had 4 members. So
I mean, but Dave
I
left.
don't really think
Dave left a long time ago, though, so I don't know why he speaking out.
He was ready, you know.
He went so
but
long.
they could have brought Dave back as.
I just heard, listen, I just saw Dave, and I saw the Love Jones musical last weekend.
Yeah,
Dave is still good, okay?
Oh,
like,
I
they could have brought him back.
No. I'm saying Dave is fire. I'm saying he left the group a long time ago.
Yeah,
they had a few hits after him.
But let's just say he started it out, though.
Of course.
He just went solo.
Yeah, of course.
I'll say this about the tribute is because it reminded me of Walter just referenced Pharrell's early work, because a lot of people weren't hit to Pharrell till later. I think Teddy Riley's tribute is part of the way tribute should be done, in addition to Brandy, because it's kind of showing receipts. Like, there were people watching who heard a glimpse of Teddy Riley who was like, oh that. I think when you talk about the future, having somebody like Pharrell, people are like, what? I didn't even know, because now Pharrell's such a prominent figure, they're going to associate with him with just certain NERD hits or just fronting with Jay-Z. They're not going to know the full length of his resume until he has a tribute like that. So I think those are always going to be needed, and we need to continue to pull folks, to do those tributes like that. So that's what just came to mind, how dope it was, and Jamie mentioned the time, but who's going to be the next group of folks? And the chat is always giving recommendations of the next people that will be up to say you didn't realize the amount of hits they had.
He
got a lot of hits.
It's so many people, man, that people just like John says, you recognize them for the big hits. A lot of people did a lot of groundwork, man. Even when you talk about Tank was like Gene Wine's backup singer, you know what I'm saying, for the longest. Yeah. It's just a lot of people that put in so much work to even Kelly Price was ghostwriting for years. Years for Bad Boy. It was so many people. Missy,
and Tank wrote
Missy all the whole album. That's what I'm saying. Like, even Jodeci's first joints with Devontae was producing for them, and Timbaland was ghost producing, trying to get on. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many people take years and years and years. So you're right. It is a good way to kind of bring this out. People just think we just pop up out of nowhere. It's like, no, it literally takes 10 years to be an overnight success. You know what I'm saying? If they're 24, they've been doing this since they were 13.
Right.
And if they got it quick, they probably gonna be it for a long time. The whole kind of on the street singing, now they got a record deal, is few far in between. You know what I'm saying?
Now I just want to bring this up because you said that. Shout outs again to Brandy, because she's been doing it for such a long time. Yeah. She put in that work, like Deshauna said, those receipts.
Before theater.
Yep.
Before theater.
When you saw on Thea, that was already 7 years of grinding. Okay.
So quick side note, Walter. I don't know when you're gonna wrap up or if, but something I thought about is during those little showcases going into commercial. I know as a fan watching on TV, it's like, oh, I only get to hear a snippet, but there are folks in the audience that get to see the full performance. So do you know if that kind of helps showcase them when folks get to network? Does that result in anybody getting signed? Like, do those platforms usually benefit the artist, or is it just like, okay, practice your skill set? You don't look too promising right now.
I'll keep it a buck. If you're on that stage, you probably have already a deal in the making. I'll be real. Like, if you're there, I mean, you can do a lot of networking. It'll be more networking for to work with different producers, maybe people that you haven't been in the room with. But for the most part, if you're on that stage, you're on that stage for a reason. It's because you just worked hard enough to get there. Like, so it helps. Listen, any exposure helps. I'm not knocking it. If anything, I would say, you can cut things like the cipher. You can cut things with like, you know what I'm saying, and have those people do a full minute and a half of their work, and then it's 3 or 4 of them. That's what they would be the best exposure, because now it's like we barely remember their names. Like they'll come on and then they perform, and the crowd hears it, but it's like, what's the point? And you're doing a cipher, and they're not even there. They're not even doing it live. They're doing it from a recorded taping somewhere that's not even near the award show. So it doesn't it's kind of counterproductive, so to speak.
Well, you know how back in the day, back in our day, I don't want to say back in the day because we ain't that old.
Right.
But back in our
Exactly.
day, right. Okay, but back in our day, we used to have things called video shows. So you had like what is the name, Carson Daly, and all those people who would have
D.R.A.M.
a show. Yeah,
True.
DRL, all those things. Same with 106 in Park. Shout out to Free and AJ.
Video soul. Let's bring it back.
Yes,
Shout
video
out to
soul.
Ryan
And all
Jay.
that. So my thing is this: we had all of those shows, and I think a lot of times, a lot of these types of artists would get exposure doing those shows because they would just show up, do a little set, and then keep it moving, or they would introduce their new video or something like that. So I don't know if they, I don't know if they have the same platforms like they did before. So I think they're using like the award shows.
Yep,
Remote TV.
YouTube is a different one. That is a good point.
Well, see, that's a good point. But here's the pro and the big con. So the pro was we had those shows. The bigger pro, the really is the con. The bigger pro now is that you have Instagram and you have people like these. For example, Erykah Badu kept giving awards to these internet soul sensations or something.
Sensations, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like people who are like now they have listen, if you have 10 million followers on your Instagram, you have more exposure to someone who was on 106 in Park in that day because you have a direct, and this is 10 million people following you every day, every new song, performances. You have people who don't even need to know that none of us know they're doing tours around the world, getting paid millions of dollars because they're popular on Instagram, and we didn't have that back in the day. So it's like a gift and a curse. It's like back in the day you had more of a mainstream platform to promote. Now, okay, if I can get 1 million people to rock with me, I don't need a record deal.
Right.
Sure.
I can just be hot on YouTube. Either I can be hot on YouTube, use that for a deal, or hey, if I'm hot on YouTube, maybe I don't need a deal right now. Maybe I'll get a deal later, like Chance. Maybe I'll get a deal later or on my third album, and I'll partner with you. So it's like it's just that we're used to a certain format, so we feel like, man, he should just be bigger. You should just be a bigger artist, or everybody should know you. And they're like, I'm cool. Like everybody knows Tank. It takes that selling. Tank does have 10 million people going to his shows. People don't know me, but hey,
Tank is from our video. Right, I would too. But Tank is from our video days. He's from those days.
We tried it.
So that's a little tougher.
Exactly.
Right. So that's a little tougher. His fan base is, started off back then. But I get what you're saying. So I guess my thing now is when people say, well, they should be bigger. To me, for instance, here's a great for instance. Tori Kelly. I discovered her because of YouTube. It was some videos that she was doing or whatever else. And I found her really quickly and I was like, okay, great. Next thing I know, she's popping up on TV. I was ecstatic. But for her, she kind of built it using that platform. And now I'm hearing people say, well, she should be bigger than that. Well, bigger than what? Because I'm like, her YouTube is like off chain.
People always say that.
So I don't know what bigger is.
I'm like, is making an artist bigger going to make you like the music more? If anything, it's probably going to water down their music because they want to cater to
because you're going to be more visible. Yeah,
exactly. So just like them, it's worth them. It's like it
was funny because somebody in the chat, earlier was like, I'm sick of Beyonce. And that same person was like, but where's this person? But where's this person? So it's like you never win because once the people start popping, like I'm sick of you too. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do. So
because humans are natural fixers. So it's like you can literally be on Facebook like, Fridays, somebody be like, cheer up, baby, it's okay. You're gonna be all right. Get to your Friday. It's like people are so willing to fix you and to change you. So you can't just be content with who you are. That's how we are about musicians. And because we grew up in the mega superstar, mega tour stadium, we grew up in that era. Well, that's why Beyonce is so few far in between, but there were a lot of Beyoncés at one point. So it's different. But now it's kind of like, if I can lock down one market, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? And some of these artists are doing it to be bigger. Let me get as big as I can on a major label. So then my 5 albums in, I don't need them anymore. Yeah. That's the Fat Joe model. It's like Fat Joe can have it all the way up and not be on the label because he was marketed by a label for 15 years. So now,
basically,
Talib Kweli, they're super independent because they were signed to major labels at one point in time. So it is what it is. But that's a good point. Overall, I think this was a great show. I mean, it was a great show.
My Teddy Riley tribute.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Tyra. Go ahead. I missed Tyra. I was wrapping stuff up. Go ahead, Tyra. Tell me about it.
I guess I can just, tell my love of Virginia and Teddy Riley. I was almost thrown out the bus, not being able to confess my love for Teddy Riley. I'm from Virginia. Just saying.
I don't know where the camera goes.
Teddy Riley here in Virginia. Which, let me even say this. I go as far. I'm not even talking about the whole Virginia. Let's just talk about 757. Okay, let's be very clear.
757. All the area codes.
Virginia Beach is where he was at. That's where I reside currently. But he was so big. Like my mom, I remember when I was smaller, she loved Guy. She really wasn't a Teddy Riley fan. She was more of a Aaron Hall fan. But she got to think dark skinned women. That's a whole nother thing. Dark skinned men. Nothing. But anywho, I thought that he did an amazing performance. I loved it from start to finish. I love when he brought out Guy. I wish he would have brought out Blackstreet because I am a big fan of Blackstreet too. I actually still have that album. That was all I want to say, Walter. You can go ahead on that.
That's your love. Oh, I want to address somebody else too. Shout out to Teddy Riley and Hold Down Virginia Beach in PA. People say the video shows died. The reason why they died is because we stopped watching them. Right. Like when shows get off the air.
We started watching YouTube.
Yeah, when shows go off the air, it's not because of, oh man, we want to just like destroy people's musical fantasies and we want to make people sad. It's an evil conglomerate. No, it's ratings fell because people stopped watching it. So people stopped supporting Anderson.Paak. People stopped supporting. They tried different hosts. The thing is, like she said, we got YouTube technology, and that anticipation of waiting for videos was a big part of our childhood experience. Once we got on-demand video and YouTube and social media, things became more instant, and so the anticipation decreased. So we weren't willing to wait. Yeah, we weren't willing to wait at 6 p.m. every day to watch new video. We could see it when it came out immediately. There was a direct-to-consumer business model, so that's what we got used to. So we stopped watching. Why pay for the box if I'm seeing videos for free on MTV? And then why watch MTV for free if I have YouTube and all these different things? So the technology changed. So when people say music is trash, it's not like it used to be. They're taking out the biggest part, which is technology. Technology was, you wanted the technology, and then when you got it, it took away the anticipation, took away your experience. So the music, there's a lot of good music out here. What people are really complaining about is their experience is different because they're older. And there's more technology, so people don't take into account how much effect that plays into us discovering music and us being broken up into different markets. We're not all watching the same TV anymore. I'm on YouTube finding artists. Deshaun is seeing somebody on Facebook. Danita may see somebody on Twitter. Jamie may see somebody on Instagram. Tyra may see somebody on TV. Like we're all finding some people differently. It's not the same one Anderson.Paak Planet Groove experience like it was back in the day. That's the only difference.
They ain't no regular radio stations anymore. I listen to satellite radio.
Radio changed that.
Same thing too. Yeah.
Walter, I think honestly, this is just another opportunity for us to say what we've been saying, which is open up your perspective a little bit, folks, and because for me, I still anticipate certain things. Like even though Beyonce may drop an album at midnight at 2 a.m. in the middle of the morning and stuff like that. There's still some anticipation with it. Because I've accepted that that's the newer form. Right. So I think some of that feeling doesn't go away if you're open to the new technology. But if you're closed to it, you're going to be screwed. You're going to be so upset. You're just going to not enjoy it. And you're going to be stuck listening to your 8 tracks for the rest of the time. I mean. Yeah,
and Beyonce, she's just a different thing. And the thing with Beyonce is, too, she's one of those pre-download artists. And they benefit from that. We talk about the Kanye's and Jay-Z's and Beyonce. They were big artists even when you were buying CDs. Eminem, so it's different than when you're a post digital artist. A little bit harder work. You have your Drakes here and there and your Justin Bieber and stuff like that. But for the most part, people can't just drop an album overnight and people buy it. You need a single, you need a rollout, you need a whole, go to every radio station. Beyonce's going to go to any radio station. Yeah, Beyonce has to do any press. She can literally say, I'm dropping an album out, I'm dropping 8 videos out, I'm taking up 2 hours of HBO, and we're gone. Most people
actually watch the video.
Yeah, Drake even had a couple things before the album dropped. You know what I'm saying? It's like
but Walter, we're also forgetting the other side to all of this. Is part of the reason those video shows and other things die is because of all the illegal activity that's happened over the years too. People with their illegal downloading of music, as well as selling those CDs and stuff out of trunks. See, all that stuff kind of feeds into all of this as to why the technology had to be pushed to something else. They
That's
had
true.
to find a
Because
new way.
LimeWire caused a lot of viruses.
They had to find a new way. Yeah, LimeWire, all those things.
Kazaa.
College.
To shut
Listen,
Smith down, boy.
I don't care what none of y'all
That's why y'all
say.
buying music now. That's why we got
Listen,
streaming services because
I
of
don't
that.
care what none of y'all say. Napster in his prime. Napster was the. And I listen. I don't illegally download anymore. I'm in the industry. I buy all my music. You know what I mean? Right. But when Napster came out, the anticipation of waiting for your song, it's like 4 users, it's 3 users, 2 users, and then 1 user, and then the users go. Your song is still pending. You have to wait for the other users to come back up, and then it was the wrong song. Oh man.
But all of that, my point was just that all of that kind of stuff pushed the technology forward too. So be a good consumer.
A lot of it. Yeah. So everybody. Yeah. So like Brandy said, all we're saying, embrace new artists. Y'all just learned about Ro James. Well, if y'all didn't know, Anderson.Paak, Ro James.
D.R.A.M.
Who else was new tonight?
D.R.A.M.
Big Baby D.R.A.M was up there. So those are at least 3 artists you can kind of rock with and check out their music. And they even do collaborations with newer artists. So
BJ Chicago Kid.
Yeah, BJ Chicago Kid. And they've done
Anderson.Paak.
They've done stuff with the internet. They've done stuff with Sinead Harnett. They've done it's tons of artists that you can check out. So if you want to learn any more, just tune into the culture. Hey, all right. So wrapping up again, great award show, great job, BC Centric. Shout out to all my folks out there. Viacom, they did an excellent job. It was probably one of the best award shows of this year.
Yo, rate it real quick. Rate it.
Rate it from what? A to
Lightning
F
round.
or
Yeah, A to F. Do A to F. Yeah, lightning round.
okay, let's
rate it from the VMAs because VMAs was the best for me.
I didn't see.
Yeah, VMAs are probably the best. Okay, if I mean, all Viacom, so I can't get in trouble. So let's go. Let's go around the room. Let's do lightning. So I would give it a solid A. Not an A plus, but I give it an A. Deshaun, what would you give it?
A plus. Why not?
Okay. Donnie, what would you give it?
He's pushing the envelope. I'll give it an A.
Okay, Jamie.
Right, I'll give it an A. Yeah, I'll give it an A.
Okay, Tyra.
I give it an A minus.
I know that's not the go-to.
Because the cipher.
I mean, I ain't gonna look.
The cipher.
I'm not gonna front for it. Yes, it's that cipher. They didn't put Tyrese on in there. Tank didn't perform. Only got to see him for 3.5 seconds. And Beyonce was there, which I didn't expect her to be there because she's working. You know, she's a working artist. You know, I expect her to be there.
Yeah.
But
I want y'all to keep those. I want y'all to keep this grading system in mind because one day someone will honor Lil Wayne, and there will be a Lil Wayne tribute for about 15 minutes on stage. So remember this tight grading system y'all own.
But Blackstreet wasn't there. He should have been there. They should have been there. So
you're right.
Blackstreet
is Chauncey. Yeah. Chauncey Blackstreet.
He is the one that was
he's black and Blackstreet, and you know.
But he was a black
street and Blackstreet.
I want to say some fouls. Certain things that were foul. Number one, Tank was
I tell you what you're not gonna do.
Do some fouls. Tank was at the pre-show interviewing people. That's a foul. His album just came out earlier this year, which was fire.
He should have been performing.
They did him so wrong.
Another foul. They had Lloyd come back at the beginning of the pre-show outside of the venue. That's a foul. Okay, that's wrong. The R&B cipher, that was a major foul that didn't even need to happen. I want to forget about it.
I do not agree.
The show could have ended at 10 o'clock. They literally extended to 10:30. It shouldn't have wait that long. We could have been on earlier. And I think that was pretty much that was it. I think that was it in jazz. Baggage claim. Other than that, I think that was it. So yeah, other than that, hey, all right.
When we finish, I'm gonna go watch that again and really see how he came out there. Like,
he lit up like baggage claim.
If he had that slide on the sidewalk, I would have hollered.
No, because he would have got all right.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he came down like the WWE streams where they kind of have him by the street and he kind of float down.
Hold up. Jazz ain't coming down from nowhere, all right? we not even doing that.
We love you,
Sure didn't,
Jazz.
because that stage would have been gone. He ain't dropped down at all.
With Cisco, listen, but Cisco was like, this is the greatest entertainer on earth. I think somebody's surprise gonna come out. I'm thinking like a baby face. He's talking about Jazz.
Yeah.
Like,
He said singer, though. The greatest
Right.
singer. So maybe that's his opinion.
right? No.
But he should have warned us.
No.
He should have gave us a warning, like
Jazz
the biggest singer of all time. He should have warned us.
Oh my God.
So we would have known what to expect.
God. Well, I don't know if that's correct.
We didn't expect that.
We had a lot of big R&B singers, Paul.
What happened, Jazz?
No, but how he said it was like, I thought it was like Stevie Wonder. He said it like it was somebody that wasn't in Jewel.
I thought
He
he said
did.
singer, not
Yeah.
performer. Did he say singer?
I was like,
oh.
so this is dope. We'll do a whole Stevie Wonder
Yeah.
Wild Wild West remix. I don't know.
Yo, but wait a second. Let's
Oh,
get off
yeah.
of Jazz and his weight because we acting like he wasn't a big dude before. He was.
No, I'm not.
He
I'm not
was
talking about Jazz
big,
weight.
but he won't
But that
that
explains how much
big.
bigger he is. Yeah.
No.
It's a difference.
I agree
Okay,
with
hold
her.
on.
He was
Hold
big,
on.
but he won't that big.
Listen. I know we ain't pledging up. I'm pledging up here, but it's one line, one mind. All right.
Right.
Y'all can't all do one song. Don't do that one song. Like do 2 songs or 3 songs that y'all all can do. Do How Deep Is Your Love For Me? Do These Are the Times? Do 5
Right.
Don't-
Beauty.
Beauty. Why would y'all purposely do a song that fam can't do? Then have come out later.
Walter, now you know it didn't matter what song they did. Jazz would not have survived more than one.
No, it's
He was doing
He
good.
had to come out in
He
the
was
beginning.
doing good. You can't do your man like that. If he can't do it, then do 3 songs he can do.
We love
Don't
you,
do
Jazz.
it.
Must wanted him to fall out.
No.
Y'all know he got to breathe when he sing. You
Nah, I'm not
Yeah,
feeling
that club get a lot
that.
smaller,
I'm
Jamie.
not feeling that.
That club get a lot
I'm
smaller,
calling-
singing is an
Jamie.
exercise.
I
Okay,
would
something
complain.
he wouldn't know nothing about. He had
Alicia
exercise to do.
Dragon headquarters. I'm calling Love
I
Virgin
wanna know-
Associates. I have a problem with the entire Dragon. I have a problem.
I just checked on my phone. Jazz is a subscriber to this show. I want y'all to know that. He's gonna want to subscriber.
He's
Well,
he
Jazz.
probably-
I want
and he
y'all to know
probably
that.
agrees with me. You
We
can't
love you.
If Jazz
No.
is listening, Jazz, I love you, but I'm concerned.
We love you.
leave no soldier behind.
I'm
Leave
just-
no soldier behind.
No soldier.
I'm truly concerned about your health. I'm really concerned.
We went from
I'm really
pledging
concerned.
to the army. Leave no soldier behind. All right.
Shout out to the live chat
alright.
because y'all have me cracking up. Rap nerd.
Oh my god.
Solo
hilarious.
Don't say
Cisco.
that. Donita, don't say that.
I'm
On
sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry.
What did you say? What happened?
We're not doing
Oh,
that. Jazz.
don't do that. Please don't do that. Hey,
We love
yo.
Jazz.
Oh, I look, that's a diss to him or Missy. Don't do that. There's too many hits. Yeah, okay.
But Missy got a problem,
Well,
though.
everybody in the chat.
Probably that bad.
Everybody in the chat. Do y'all agree if y'all one group, y'all should do all the songs together?
One
Yeah,
band,
no.
one sound.
One band,
One
one
band,
sound.
one
There we go. You can't
One
do
band.
that.
But Woody won't there either, so it was already messed up. I told
But
you.
What he
Been
told
said
him,
about it.
what he
It's
told
Cisco
him
show.
yesterday, what he told him yesterday, he's good. He's snapping pictures.
What he
It
said,
should
no.
have just been Cisco. They should have had Cisco perform and made it like it was Cisco's performance featuring Drew Hill. Didn't
Well,
want to
that's
seem
true.
so
That's
bad.
always been the case.
They should have just did that.
It's
Because
always been the case.
I won't mad.
We're
that,
kinda used to that,
he
too.
slid
That's
out
good.
there.
Yeah, he
for that
could have
one
came
song.
out. Yeah,
I
thong
would have been mad.
song.
Listen, I would have been mad
about
if
that.
Cisco would have did incomplete thong
Yep.
song. Got to get it. I'd have been cool.
Right.
Maybe
Yeah, ended with 5 steps.
Teddy Riley produced Can I Live? You did Can I Live at the end. You know what I mean?
Deshaun, how did we get here?
You know what I mean?
How did we get here? How did we get
I
here?
don't know. Okay. We wrap it up. Okay. So Deshaun, any last words for the show? Shout outs, all that. What's up?
Nope.
All right. It's a little awkward. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Be like that sometimes.
Okay.
Whole time though.
These are the times we all wish for.
And your background is mad creepy.
I know the shout outs is gonna slide up like Jazz in the end with bad shout outs. That's crazy. Donita, any last words?
Peace, love, and soul, y'all. Because
Really?
this was so funny. I'm sorry. I was cracking up the whole time. In all seriousness, y'all, be kind to one another. We're in the holiday season. Please, send out good vibes, prayers, or whatever. I know, I'm sorry. Send out good vibes, prayers, or whatever for all those who are dealing with hard times during the holiday season. That's all I gotta say.
Amen, man. Please love each other, man, and embrace, unite, show some love. You know what I mean? Jamie, any last words?
Thank you guys for rocking with us. Great show. I'm actually gonna go watch it again, at least the Drew Hill part, so I can watch Jazz come in, and I'll fast forward to the end to Teddy Riley. But yeah, just remember, spread love. It's looking away.
Will you see it again? It's gonna look like they photoshopped Jazz in.
I really want to go watch it. He came out angry too, like I gotta come out now.
Like, nah, man. Maybe he missed the rehearsal. That's right. Maybe he missed the rehearsal.
I think so.
And Cisco was like, we doing this with or without you. We doing this with or without you. I'm the dragon, so we gotta do it. Tyra, any last words?
We love you, Jazz.
Y'all know Jazz ain't missing no rehearsals. Happy holidays to everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.
Man.
Whatever you celebrate, thank you for watching again. Thank you, BMOC, for hosting the show again. Shout out to Centric, BET. Are they the same thing? Because I'd be confused. Are they the same thing? Okay. Okay. I just want to double check that they were the same thing, because I was wondering it the whole night.
Well, technically, there's two separate. There's BET, then there's Centric. So it's the same family.
Both
same
owned. Yeah, they're owned the same.
Okay.
They're first cousins. They're first cousins.
Right. They got the same auntie.
Jazz, once again, I'm really concerned. I'm really concerned about him. I want him to get some help. I want them to do an intervention for him. I want him to be checked for diabetes, hypertension, everything of the above, because I'm really concerned. I want you there for your family. I'm not sure if he has a family, but this is a serious matter.
I think he has a family.
And for anybody else, please, if you look like that, and I'm not shading nobody,
oh my God.
but please, yeah, we need you here for your family. I'm really concerned, though. This is coming from a place of real concern. I'm really scared for him. I'm just scared for his life. You cannot live life that big. I'm just saying. Anywho, Teddy Riley was amazing. Glad that you guys got to see what an amazing artist he is. I wish Tank would have performed.
Me too.
I'm highly upset about that. It was a good show. But Tank should have performed.
Yes, yeah. Let's get Tank in the cipher next year, Centric, please.
I agree. Oh, another foul was the Solange.
No need to perform. Like, have him on the stage for 5 minutes.
I don't know if Solange just didn't want to do it, but I think it would be kind of weird that she wasn't like reached out to, wasn't nominated. Like her movement, she probably had one of the best R&B albums of the year. Like how she just impacted people. And I feel the whole Soul Train, Soul type of thing. I feel like
Solange, Soul Angel.
Yeah. And I think next year would be kind of like past that point.
Right.
Yeah.
It'd be like so past it, unless she comes up with another album, which I doubt she'll have another album out by next year. So there's kind of a missed opportunity not having Solange. Maybe she said no, but if Erykah Badu's hosting, I can see why she wouldn't have agreed to it. So I don't know.
She might be saving it for like BET, and she just might go all out for BET next year.
Yeah, that's still
or maybe
a long
she's
way though.
Performing with Beyonce. Maybe they just working. These people got jobs out here. They got real shows to go to. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Grammys.
They got real shows to go to. Just saying.
But I don't think Solange is going to at this particular point. I think she's going to later. I don't know. I think it was a really missed opportunity. I mean, I don't know.
Let's tweet her and ask. Hey,
See, Jamie got popping. All these stars follow Jamie. That's how she knew about the Dave Hollister, Solange. She got the direct line. I'm just saying.
I'm looking at
you the plug.
I'm looking at
or maybe Brandy didn't want nobody else there. You know, because they tried to say this about Beyonce, Kanye. Maybe Brandy didn't want nobody else there. So she just said, it's only me.
Oh Lord, never. All right,
I'm gonna be a Kanye tonight.
So again, wrapping up. I think again, I said it was a great award show. My favorite parts were definitely Brandy and Teddy Riley did a phenomenal job. Shout out to them, and I look forward to next year's. So check them out. So I think the next award show now is what, Image Awards, I think. Is the
We
Image
gonna do
Awards
that
next?
for
We
real?
do the image
Do
award?
we got
No, we're not doing
No, we
that.
don't.
Oh, I'm about to say, look, I know we black, but do we got
Yeah,
support?
yeah, I was gonna
That is
say
not on my,
Gotta be on
not on
award
my
show.
list.
we had a mini revolt. People were like, "What? We gotta have a meeting right
No,
after
I
this
think the
episode."
what's the next major music award show?
Is a
The Grammys.
gospel one? Don't they
The
do
Grammys.
the BET Gospel Awards? Or something?
Maybe it's the Gospel Awards. I don't know. The Grammys is gonna be
Celebration
in,
of Gospel is what you're thinking about.
Yeah, Celebration of Gospel. Yeah.
that
The
is.
Grammys in February. Might be in the building for that one. The Grammys only invite me out, so I would love to come to these my people awards, but the Grammys only send me tickets. What's
Well, you
going
better
on,
stop
y'all?
talking
Because of
bad.
how you talk
better stop
about
talking bad
jazz.
about people.
Listen,
There you go.
All I gotta say is 2017. A lot of things are changing, bub. You never know. You may see me.
Bub.
You may see me on Viacom somewhere. You never know. I don't know.
We love you, Jazz.
Shout out to Jazz too. If I get put on, I'm putting on Jazz with me. Me and Jazz. All right. So
I hope Jazz had a vegan Thanksgiving. I do.
now I know
really
how they felt on the Martin show. They're trying to do a sketch and they laughing in between. They trying to do how they feel.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So wrapping up, guys. So thank y'all for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. The recap. Support them. Check out the show. Check out everybody's new music tonight. If you want to support more, subscribe. YouTube.com/BMOCTV. If you want to check out the fan page, Facebook.com/BMOCTV. If you want to join the group and you're not acting crazy, you have some common sense, and you're over the age of 18 years old, you can join. All right, you're gonna be wild out. Facebook.com/groups/BMOCTV. If you want to learn about any more music, business, education tips, all that stuff, good stuff, check out my site, live the biz, and rock out. I'm BMOC, man. Peace out.